Welcome, you are in the lab room. I'm your host, Lou. Thank you for joining me. Week number 14, National Football League. Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home hosting the Buffalo Bills. Raise your hand if you did not think that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were going to win this game. Raise your hand. Bills fans, put your hands down. I'm not talking to you. You're biased. I'm not talking to you. Everybody else, if you didn't think this game was going to end up the way it went, raise your hand. That's what I thought. This game happened exactly the way I thought it was going to unfold. And I'm glad to see Tampa Bay doing exactly what I thought they were going to do, because that shows me that they're growing as a football team. You get a Bills team that struggles on the road, that has a rookie quarterback that plays his worst football when he's away from home. You take advantage of him. You force him into mistakes. You take those mistakes. You turn them into points. You win the football game. That's the equation for beating a rookie quarterback. It works against Geno Smith and the Jets. It works against E.J. Manuel and this Bills team. It works for any team with a rookie quarterback. It even works against this Tampa Bay Buccaneers team, even though Mr. Glennon hasn't really been turning the football over. So I don't know if it works as well against them as it does the other rookie quarterbacks. But look, the second play of the game set the tone for this football game. Handoff, off, tackle, left side. 80 yards later, Bobby Rainey in the end zone. And that set this game in motion in the favor of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And they were the better team. And you know what I'm tired of? I'm tired of Stevie Johnson running his mouth and then dropping the football. I'm tired of this Bills team not performing at a high level on the road. It's one thing for your quarterback to struggle, but I felt like this team just struggled as a whole. Stevie Johnson dropping the football. Guys lacked concentration in this game. I thought the defense didn't play that bad, especially when you look at the fact that I think there were 5 Buffalo Bill turnovers, including 4 picks on the day by E.J. Manuel. For you to only give up 27 points on the road, I don't think the defense played that bad. But I was talking to a Bucs fan, RTP, a couple of weeks back, and he said, man, you know who you need to look out for, because I'm a huge Lavonte David fan. I think this guy's one of the best young and up-and-coming linebackers in this league. And I say that as, often as I can, every chance that I get. And he said, you know what else you need to look out for? Dakota Watson. And I said, you know what? I've been seeing him flash, but I've been shooing him off. I've been swatting him like a fly. Hey, get out of here. But he keeps buzzing in my ear. And I keep swatting at him. And you know what? It's time for me to turn my attention to him as well. And I saw him and I was watching him. And you know what I'm going to start calling him? He continues to make plays like he did early in this football game. Start calling him the Killer. Not Dakota, the Killer Watson. Because he was absolutely killing the Buffalo Bills early in this game, and he's been doing that a lot this season. And this is a Buccaneers defense, and I think, and this is what I thought before the season started. This is going to be a really good Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense. Now, I was a little skeptical of them allowing Michael Bennett to walk and not re-signing Roy Miller, and I thought that might impact this defensive line, but Akeem Spence has come in. He's played well. I think Golson played his best game as a rookie this season against the Bills, so he's getting better. He had a sack in this game. I was impressed with him. You look at what the linebackers are doing. Of course, I talked about Lavonte David, and we're talking about Dakota Watson now, and we know what this secondary is. This secondary is one of the better secondaries in this league. And so this defense in Tampa Bay, watch out. If this young nucleus can continue to play and gel together and they stay healthy, look out. Tampa Bay could be building something on the defensive side of football. Offensively, I still got some questions about this team. Glennon thought he was sketchy at best in this game. But again, when your defense is as dominant as they were in this game, your quarterback needs to do nothing more, essentially, than just get out of the way and don't make a lot of mistakes. And Glennon did that. He had that one play where he's under duress, and I told you, he's a sneaky athlete. Is he going to run for 9 yards on 3rd and 8 with a linebacker and a safety bearing down on him? No, he's not. But he has what I like to call pocket mobility. And that means If need be, he can slide up, he can move within the pocket, and if you're not careful, he'll get away from you in the pocket, get out of the pocket, and get rid of the football, and that's what he did on that Vincent Jackson touchdown that really put this game out of reach. And so that was a huge play because it looks like he was going to get sacked, looked like he was going to be in the grasp. He gets away and shrugs off the defender, gets to the outside, right as he's about to be hit, he flings it down the field. It was a wobbly duck, but it got to its intended target. And we all know Vincent Jackson, one-on-one down the field, is a mismatch for any corner in this league. I don't care who you are. And so he comes back to the football, makes the catch. It was pass interference anyway, but he catches it. It's a touchdown. And the Bucs really didn't look back from that point forward. And they were dominant defensively. Like I said, they forced 4 interceptions of E.J. Manuel. And that's what E.J. Manuel has been on the road this season. He struggled. And they just were dominant in this game defensively. Offensively, they did enough. And like I said, they just needed to not turn it over. And Glennon did have 2 interceptions in this game. But again, when your defense is as dominant as it was in this game, you really don't need to do a lot offensively. And the Buccaneers dominate this game from start to finish. They get the win 27-6. Buccaneers now go to 5-9 on the season. And again, it's amazing how far this Buccaneers team has come from where they were. What are we talking about? 5-6 weeks ago? I mean, when this team was winless, they've won 5 out of their last 6. And so they're now 5-9 on the season. And what a way to finish up this season if you're Tampa Bay. Now, I think, all right, did I say you were 5-9? You're not 5-9. You're 4-8. You're 4-8. And what I realize with this Buccaneers team is that this is a feisty bunch that defensively is going to get after you. That if the quarterback is making plays, and I think Glennon is a guy that can make plays, this is a dangerous football team. Now, I think they're done winning for the season. They could win one more game. I don't expect them to win next week against San Francisco at home. You really want to impress me? Win that game. But I don't see that happening. I really don't see them winning any more games because I don't see them winning that game. I don't see them winning the week after that. And I don't see them winning against New Orleans in Week 17 either. So I think they're done winning for the season, but I've been thoroughly impressed with this Tampa Bay Buccaneers team to this point. And it wouldn't surprise me if they jumped up and surprised me again and got a victory in these last 3 games down the stretch. So I'll be keeping a close eye on this Buccaneers team because they're on the rise. They're playing good football. They're playing confident football. And if they can get some pieces here, some pieces there, offensively, I like Tim Wright. We all know what Vincent Jackson is. V-Jax is a beast. And I think Tyquan Underwood is a nice compliment. And then you're still missing Mike Williams, who will be back next season. And so, I don't know. This Buccaneers team got a little something going on. We'll see. I want to see what this running game is going to look like when you get all your stuff back at the running back position. Mike James and, of course, Doug Martin, Doug E. Fresh. Well, we'll see. I like what Tampa Bay is doing right now as they get the win at home over Buffalo. 27-6. If you're the Bills, again, this is a tough loss, but I expected this to happen. What you need to work on now is being more consistent as a team, not just E.J. Manuel on the road. As a team, Stevie Johnson and company, stop dropping the football, stop turning it over. Just attention to detail in Buffalo is what I'm looking for right now. A lot of missed tackles in this game. I just was disappointed with the overall effort of the Bills in this game. Be more consistent. Don't just play solid football at home. Take it on the road, and I'm not expecting you to win on the road, but be competitive. You weren't competitive in this game. Bills drop to 4-8 on the season as well. So that's going to do it for this installment of In the Lab Room. I thank you for joining me. If it happens in the National Football League, whether big or small, we cover it all here in the Lab Room. Got plenty more games to break down in week number 14. So come back and join me as I continue to break down the whole entire slate of week number 14 in the National Football League.